Hello, I'm Toni. I'm your host. This is
Kimona, the co-host.
And this is
Destiny, aka Love.
All right. Hi, I'm your host, Toni. And this is
Kimona, the co-host.
And this is
Destiny, aka Love.
I want you all to like, subscribe, and share. The links are below. And this is available on YouTube and all podcast platforms. So come on, make sure y'all like it, subscribe, and share it. Thanks. All right, so always like, share, and subscribe. Down below is the links. This is going to be on YouTube as well as all podcast platforms. So make sure you check us out. And we love feedback, so always leave comments. Let us know what you think. If you have some opinions on anything that we discussed or talked about, please leave it down below. All right, and our topic for today, we're going to be talking about, is it better to just settle or stay single?
Ooh, I'm ready.
So let's get in it.
Let's talk about it.
All right. So what do you think? Is it better to just settle or stay single?
It's better to stay single, ma'am. Coming from somebody in it for a long time, for 16 years, it's better to stay single. You will lose yourself. Mm-hmm. If you do,
you definitely will lose yourself.
You will lose yourself.
You definitely will lose yourself.
Yes.
Well, coming from a woman that's been single for a while, 6.5 years, I'm going to say I'd rather stay single than settle. Because that's basically what I've been doing. I've been learning how to heal, how to love myself, and how to realize I don't have to be in a relationship. I have someone just to complete me.
Right.
Absolutely.
And when you pour more self-love within you, the clearer and the more you'll understand that it's better not to settle.
Right. Because I ain't gonna lie, I used to settle. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I never did. I used to settle. I was settling to the point I was just like, Dante, you just want anybody, huh?
Yes, we don't like being alone. You know, we don't like to be alone.
We don't.
We don't like to be alone. But when you find that comfort spot to where you're a powerful person.
Yeah, right.
You can pretty much go through anything.
I'm trying to tell you. You're in them beds many years by yourself. You get used to it.
Yeah. I think you attract what you're putting out there.
Yes.
You know, like when you heal and you in that power and you glowing, and you gonna get, that's what you're gonna attract. And even if some little scragglies come along, you can
they try to squeeze through the cracks.
You know, your intuitive nature will be like, no. But when you desperate and just like, oh, I gotta be with somebody, you going to attract the dusties. Yeah.
Yes.
What you,
the
unhealed version. The unhealed. Yes.
Yeah. That low vibrational.
Low vibrational. Low, real low. Yeah. Extra low. Yes. It's just like, that's the reason why it's best to.
But you're right about that, because I could honestly say, since I make a certain amount, I've been attracting those men who make that certain amount too. And I'm like, wow. But the only thing is, and I'm going to be honest, is I'm a little picky. So sometimes it don't always work out.
A lot picky.
Uh-oh.
No. Did you say a little picky?
I'm learning to be more open and accept a little bit more stuff.
Because your little picky to me is a lot picky.
I just want them to be just a little attractive. Just a little. You ain't gotta be that much. But
stop saying little. No, not a little. You want them to be a whole lot attractive.
You want them to be the whole package.
Look, don't.
No, not me. Just long as they look presentable. You ain't gotta be looking like
They can't have puppy dogs.
Drake. But you can just look simple, you know. You ain't gotta look like Drake. You can look like Morris Chestnut or something like that. I'm just playing, y'all.
You're not playing. Look, I'm telling y'all, you are not playing. You are being. But you should know what you like and what you don't like, because if you get into something, and all of those, especially year after year after year, all those things that you really don't like, exactly, they're gonna show up big time. It's gonna show up.
It will.
Yeah, you gonna start just. You gonna start being them. Yeah, you gonna start making yourself unhappy and miserable, and then you're gonna be too afraid to leave because you done been there so long. You done established all these things together. You done build a foundation, whether it's solid or not. You done build something, so you feel the need to stay involved. Kids involved, so that's some of the ways women start to settle or men start to settle.
And I think too, a lot of people settle because of with this economy, the way, the flow of money and things going. Because I noticed when I just look outside of my neighborhood, I be like, wow, all these people booed up or they husbands and wives. And I'm like one of the
two
only
incomes
ones
is better
over here.
than one. I'm like, two incomes is better than one, but
not too bad income, not too toxic income.
You right about that. But I'm just like, the women these days, they making multiple incomes, so it's like they not missing nothing at all. It's hey, when he comes along, I'm gonna be ready. If he don't come along, I'm gonna still live in my happiness, still lead in my power.
Still spoil myself, going
it's plenty trips, enjoy life.
I'm just gonna live it to the fullest. I mean,
and
if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, I accept that.
Yeah, I'm seeing that more in 2023 with men's, not just the women's, but men's too.
Yeah,
men's are not settling no more. They not settling either. They getting what they truly deserve, because just like they want someone to love them deeply, like us women's, men's want the same thing.
Yeah, that same thing.
So they not settling anymore either. And they staying single longer,
and they not going out there and being for the streets either.
They just
kind of be overprotective and careful with who they mess with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I talk to guys all the time, and they like, I'm just remain single until I meet that one.
Yeah.
And men's know when they met that one.
Absolutely.
They know.
Tell you.
Absolutely. And sometimes I think they know more than women do.
They know right off.
A
guy know right off.
Yes. He know right off he's going to want to be in a relationship with you. He know right off he can see himself in the future with you. They know.
They know.
They ain't gonna always tell you,
as women, we know too. We know too whether we should stop in this relationship or we should move forward.
Yeah,
we know.
We know, but we be sitting here sometimes thinking that we could change it, or probably just a little bit of magic or something like that to spice it up, or kind of get it prolonged,
or
keep
even
it going
we just get this whole attitude. Oh, we could change this man. If I go here and do backflips every night, wear lingerie, in the morning time for breakfast.
You know what I'm saying?
He'll change. He won't go nowhere. But if a man is not ready to settle, he's not gonna settle. And you can do a backflip off the bar stand.
Yes,
you can have that stripper pole in that room and strip them every night too.
Yep, and be the most beautiful. You can have the most
beautiful person. It's just they're not ready to settle down. It's just when they're not ready.
Now, if they love you, they're gonna love you, and it's gonna be that real, and you gonna know genuine,
right?
It's gonna be.
So, do you think men settle more than women's, or do you think women settle more than men's?
Oh, I think men settle more than women. That's just my opinion. I talk to a lot of guys, and it's just my opinion on different things and stuff.
So you feel like a man will meet a female and settle down with her before a woman
especially if she got her a crib or something, and she got some good credit, and she making good money.
He finna boo her up real quick.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's like settling or like taking advantage of the situation.
It's opportunities. Like you never know. It's 2023. You honestly don't know.
She can help me get a business and help me to the next level.
But that's
she gonna upgrade me.
Right.
That's opportunity.
That's not really settling.
He's not really settling. He just playing the field. Yeah. Hey, I found somebody that can lead me.
Settling, playing the field, using.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
so I think the settling is
being settled as quick as fast as women. I don't think so
playing the field. Drop y'all comments on this if y'all feel like men, you too. You feel like y'all settle more.
I don't think because they are not like us. They a man can meet a woman, like I said, and they know right off whether they want to, they put her in a category, whether they want to, continue it, get to know who she really is, or if they gonna just, play with her head. Like
I don't know. I think some men be settling because some of these stories and things I be hearing, I be like, why is you with her? What? So that's just my opinion.
But they could be with that person for the wrong reasons.
Right. Yeah. So they're settling.
And that's true. That is settling because they could definitely, have wrong reasons.
Feel sorry for the person, and it's hard for them to let go or move on. So what? They gonna settle even though deep down inside they're unhappy.
They unhappy.
Yeah. Or for instance, someone that's married. that's with their wife, and they got children, and they afraid to walk away because they didn't have a 2-parent home, and they want to make this be a 2-parent home. Hear that all even the time though they get into it and they have this toxic marriage or relationship, they'll still stay there and be unhappy, but they be getting it on the side.
Obviously, they rather go and try to bring in somebody else on the side versus
letting go, because that's what I'm speaking from experience. That's the only reason I say what I say.
So you think that's settling though? You think that them settling and deciding to just go get
because if you're not happy with that person, won't you leave them? Why still stick around and be there if you're not happy to where you gotta go cheat on them?
Right, but a lot of them are happy, but they still want to cheat on the side.
So true.
Yeah, that can be true. Some are happy with
she could be doing everything.
Ain't too happy. You got somebody else on the side.
But but the woman, she could be doing everything, and this is the woman that they chose. No, but they chose it though. They chose it. They asked for the marriage. They asked for the kids,
and he probably didn't want it. But guess what? He just settled and gave it to her.
But
because he didn't want her to fussing yet. Because men don't like listening to women fussing and nagging all the time.
But some of them, they do be wanting it. They just not really ready for it.
Yeah, right. And
they just do it because they getting tired of hearing that woman's mouth, and they don't want to lose her because they really like her. So they settle.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. And
you can see it in multiple ways.
Yeah.
You can see it in multiple ways because I talk to some women, and they are truly happy in a relationship.
But
they
then
are happy.
It'd be the opposite if you go pull the man to the side and have a deep, thorough conversation.
But they settle, in that relationship or that marriage because that person doesn't treat them to, the best of his ability.
Right.
So they settle, and I'm just like, I'm old school. I want you to open my door. Yeah. I want you to, bring me my food too. I want you to pull my chair when I go.
Nice candlelight dinner.
Exactly. I want you to pull my chair out for me when we out and about. And see, those things are overlooked a lot of times.
We're not doing it that much.
It's overlooked, and I'm like, okay, should you overlook it or should you go find somebody to do it for you?
So should you just settle?
Or
I don't think you should settle. I'm telling you, because
I'm with you on that.
It's just not. It's not a good look for either one of y'all. Both of y'all end up with hurt feelings. The kids grow up and feel the tension. It's just not. You want to have a healthy and happy marriage, and if you don't have that, it literally is better for y'all to separate. It's better for all parties involved.
But we'd have been together 10 years. We had
all this money and time and
we
energy.
Got
we don't invest
beautiful
this house together. We're not married, but we got a house together.
But you're not happy. He not happy. Y'all kids know y'all not happy.
Those kids definitely
they can tell. They can feel that energy.
Yes. So that means they're not happy.
Right. But y'all all in this toxicity relationship or marriage, and y'all just one big old.
You don't think in 2023 that most relationships, whether it's a marriage or if dating or a committed relationship, you don't think that they are so used to toxic?
I think a lot of people are just look at the children. They come up and they get in toxic relationships too.
They okay with it. Yeah. They just go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's all about knowing your worth, loving yourself, healing, self-love. And that's another thing a lot of people got to practice and start doing more. You got to learn how to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, you'll accept anything that come your way, anything that comes towards you, because guess what? You're going to feel like, oh, that's normal.
So what are some of the ways that, you show yourself self-love to help, other people out there that's watching us?
I do my little self-love spiritual baths. I also like to burn my self-love candle. And I just say a lot of positive affirmations. I try to practice staying on target or task with my 369 method, and that's just basically writing down some positive goals and affirmations that you want to try to continue to do 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the evening, 9 times before you go to bed. Keep that going, and just pay attention and watch how everything starts manifesting. It's just all about being positive, changing your mindset, and learn to love yourself.
Yeah, agree.
And not accept anything, knowing your self-worth, not being nobody's doormat.
Yeah,
you can't do that. My opinion, you have to know exactly what you truly want before you go out here seeking people to pour this into you when you're not even pouring it into yourself.
Exactly.
Like, I can't go out here and expect for a guy to make 6 figures, even though that's what I want and I'm gonna get. But I can't expect that.
You just put that in there.
I can't expect, him to make six figures, him to take me to a spa day every week and buy me flowers and do all this stuff, this romantic type stuff, if I truly don't have it in my mind that this is what I want and this is what I'm deserving of. We see a lot of celebrities traveling country to country with their husbands or significant others, and we sit back, oh, I want this and I want that, but we're not pouring into ourselves to be that woman to be open to accept those things.
Well, we're making this, and then we want the man to make that, and it's like, okay,
we have to,
come on
match his energy as well, just as well as we want him to match our energy. Right. We got to match his energy as well. And I talk to a lot of people, I mentor people that always talking about, how they want this and that. And I ask them the question, are you on that level to be able to pour back into that person? Right. To be open to receive what you are deserving of. Absolutely. And a lot of people, they just, it's just like, but I'm not saying don't, have your expectations, have your standards, but make sure you are able to do that. Yeah. Pour back into that person as well.
And another thing too that I do notice a lot when it comes to the, just settling or getting into relationships, people are trying to get into relationships and they didn't get themselves together. Yeah. You want to at least get yourself together.
Absolutely.
And I understand we fall, flat on our face. We have hard times. We fall down. Right. But get yourself together, then get ready to get out there and start trying to date. You know what I'm saying?
But what if he make me happy? What I want him because he gonna bring that happiness to me though.
But then you're gonna be forever dependent upon him to make you happy. Exactly. And then what happens when he don't make you happy?
That part. Exactly. True happiness got to start with
exactly.
You. And I know a lot of couples out there like, oh, he makes me happy. He makes me so happy. Okay.
But he can make you happy, but do I make me happy? Do he make himself happy?
Do he make himself happy? Exactly. Because he can bring that faith. He can have that mask on in the beginning.
Right. You're bringing a little something to the table.
You
not just a little bit.
You got
a little something. If you even bringing half the table, just bring a little something to the table.
I was at the salon the other day getting my hair retwisted, and we was having this kind of conversation. And I told this one guy, I said, I am the table.
I'm telling you.
I was like, I told him I am the table. He was like, I know that's right.
Okay.
Exactly. But we were talking about, dating and, how different it is. And he was, telling me, that's why I said men don't settle easy either. Because he was like, I meet a ton of women, handsome.
Yeah. But it's probably on a different level.
That's why. It was very different. He said he's just not settling. I'm just gonna, he said
I
he's
didn't say all
date.
Men, but I do feel like a lot of men do settle.
He gonna date and he gonna date until he knows he found the one.
There you go.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, I don't blame you. I said, I don't blame you because
it's a lot of ponies out here.
Get what you truly deserve.
Do y'all think it's a difference between what we say, like the alpha and the beta man?
Yes. In my opinion, I think so because you have some guys out here that are they are not. They are just they operate more in their feminine energy than anything.
You do have a lot of men operating their feminine energy.
I have, I met some guys where like the whole date was just them complaining,
Yes, women don't want to hear that. We understand that y'all do have problems. Y'all go through things. Y'all do want to talk to people, but like 24/7, every time you're talking, you fussing and you complaining.